time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Diffuse, bond, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out.
Welcome to Unfazed with your boy JJ and my man AJ. We got a great show for y'all today. As y'all can see, Philly feeling good. They sitting pretty. Going to the Super Bowl twice in the last 3 years, and on their road there, they had to knock out my Commanders, man. You know, so I'm feeling good though. It's Tuesday, ready for today's battle. But AJ, how you feeling, man?
Oh man, I thought you never asked, Joe. Oh man, I'm feeling like an NFC champion, Joe. I'm feeling like I'm going to the Super Bowl, Joe. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling great. Obviously, we got a big test in front of us. We got the Kansas City Chiefs. We got a shot at redemption. That's extremely important to all Eagles fans. You know, extremely important to the organization, to the players. You know, winning that game can send some people to the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Honestly, you know what I mean? You know, Saquon, Howie Roseman, you know what I'm saying? People like that could really stamp their careers, man. So that's big, you know what I mean? But I'm going to enjoy these next 2 weeks, man, given what we just experienced, given what just happened. I'm going to enjoy these next 2 weeks. And in this episode, my friend, it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one.
I know you're going to enjoy this next hour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get right to it, man. People waiting. Eagles destroy the Commanders 55-33. Woo. Hold on, that missed a score? 23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah, 23. Wait, I was stuck on the 55. I didn't even notice the 33 at first.
I tried to give us an extra 11 points. It was 32. Sorry, 32. You know, it's like 32. We fixed it for a second.
It was 23.
No, sorry, 23.
Yeah, let's get it right now. Y'all ain't getting no 33, no 32. It's 23. 23.
All right, let's rewind.
There we go.
Commanders get destroyed by the Philadelphia Eagles 55-23. Lost by 32 points in the NFC Championship. If I'm not mistaken, that's the most points scored in the NFC Championship game in NFL history, I think. Right? So, happening, the link. And we're going to let AJ kick this off. AJ, what was your reaction on that game?
Oh, Joe. This was just, in my opinion, man, it was poetic, man. It was the classic BTA, built to ass. Excuse my language for the kids watching at home. You know what I mean? It was the classic, you know, you talk that talk, you got to back it up, and y'all failed to back it up, meaning the Commanders. You know what I mean? The fans, they were let down by the Commanders. You know what I mean? But to me, man, when I see that number 55, it takes me back, bro. It takes me back. Y'all know I love sports. I love football. I love basketball. And it just reminded me of something special. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I think my favorite player, my GOAT is LeBron. But the first person I thought of when I saw the number 55 was Jordan. I thought of the double nickel. I'm like, yo, we just gave these boys a double nickel. These guys thought they was coming to Philadelphia, winning an NFC championship game on our field. Let's think about this. Think about this for a second. They felt like they was coming to Philadelphia, coming to the link to win an NFC championship game on our field. But like I said, man, I got to pull this up, man, because I just want to reminisce about that 55 on y'all muffin top. I just want to reminisce and show some respect to MJ at the same time, because that's what came to mind when I was watching. I'm like, dang, 55? That's crazy. Let me put this on the screen for y'all.
Jordan, 15-footer. Look out. Barkley, touchdown. Number 2. 30 seconds, a three-pointer. Line up for Michael Jordan. Throw. Near side, lets it rip. Brown, touchdown.
End zone. If
Talk to
you're
him,
a
Jay.
young corner, you got to understand.
Starts. Double team. Oakley gets there too late.
Zion, Hurts, delay. Hurts, in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Five fouls, Jordan from 16. There's the record.
They're going to go. Hurts is in.
Working on Starks. Got him in the air. Michael Jordan has 55.
Should be so thrilled here in Philly with what they've seen.
Ripley is in. Touchdown.
Joe, that's all I can think about. I'm like, man, not a double nickel on the Commanders. It was just incredible for me to watch, man. Where should I start? Let's just start with the defensive side of the ball, man. Let's start with the defensive side of the ball. This defense, like I said before, is the #1 defense in the NFL. And they showed. Now, that first drive of the game, I'm like, all right, now, y'all got to settle in. But what I've noticed about Vic Fangio's defenses is sometimes that first drive of the game is a little rocky for his defense. It's like we're trying to get a feel. And then once we get a feel for what's going on, then we tend to play better after that first drive. That was actually kind of the story in 2022 as well. We normally gave up a touchdown or a field goal in that first possession. It's like, all right, defense, and then they click. It's like, again, they want time to figure it out. Shout out to Slay. I thought he played well. Shout out to Quinyon Mitchell with the big-time interception at the end of the game. That's 2 interceptions in his career. Both of those interceptions came in the postseason. So shout out to Quinyon Mitchell. Shout out to Cooper DeJean. Got a big-time deflection on the first drive of the game. Jalen Carter, just defensive front. They was giving Jaden Daniels problems. Man. I feel like we did a great job of shutting down the legs to an extent. He still ran the ball relatively well, but we did a better job than we did last time. We got to him. We sacked him. We got plenty pressure on him within the pocket, and I love to see it. You know, even Jordan Davis getting in there, get a sack. I'm like, Jordan Davis catching JD5? It was crazy to see. It really was crazy to see, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like right through the middle, sack. I'm like, okay. And I think if I'm not mistaken, that was like third down. That was third down. So I'm like, you know, shout out to the defense in its totality. Then when you go to the offensive side of the ball, it starts with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is the truth, bro. Saquon Barkley, by the time he get done playing with Philadelphia, he might go down as like, and you know, running backs are, I mean, you got some big time running backs in NFL history, but he might go down top 5, top 7 all time running back, bro. By the time he's done with his tenure in Philly, the way he running the football. Right now, Saquon Barkley, the first player in NFL history with 3 or more rushing touchdowns of 60 yards or more in their playoff career. He did all of that this year. That all happened in this playoff run. It's really crazy. He got 442 rushing yards in the playoffs, bro. He's 30 shy of Terrell Davis's record right now. Insanity. He's already surpassed some of Terrell Davis's records in the past during his runs. Like, it's special to watch. Again, y'all had that crazy first drive, 18 plays. I'm like, all right, offense, we got to play today. We got to play today. Jaden, he moving the ball. They converting all these 4th downs. Let's get it. First play out the gate. Saquon, pitch, tud. I'm like, oh my. I was standing up. I think you said this earlier, Joe. I was standing up when he did that. I sat down too. I'm like, yo, what's going on? This is how we starting this game right now? Saquon Barkley, bro. It's what can you say about him at this point? And we're going to need more of that in the bowl when it matters. Well, it mattered here, obviously, too, but we're going to need that in the Super Bowl as well. But Saquon playing at a high level. He's not fumbling the football. Thank God he not hurt. You know, this also speaks to what I said earlier, Joe, when I said, bruh, it's a great idea to rest him before the playoffs. And if you've been watching the Philadelphia Eagles, you see our offensive line banged up right now. A.J. Brown came into the postseason with a banged up knee. Smitty came into the postseason with a banged up back. Like, we had some injuries that we nursed before the playoffs, which is why it was pivotal to just get that rest. Saquon looks rejuvenated. He looks fresh. He looks ready to continue his domination. But I'd be remiss to not bring up one. I'd be remiss to not bring up number 1. Jalen Hurts, because this is the thing about my dog Jalen. See, like I said before, man, y'all respect the defense. Y'all respect the defense at this point. At least I would hope so. Y'all respect Saquon and AJ and Devontae. Y'all respect everybody else. But the disrespect is always thrown at Jalen Hurts. That's where the disrespect comes in a lot of times. Jalen Hurts against y'all. 20. Let me get the numbers right. 20 of 28, 246 yards, 4 total touchdowns, 110.1 quarterback rating. Joe, I got a question for you.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
Let's one more time.
So that's what y'all want to see, huh?
My boy, is that what you wanted to see? Is that what she was waiting? Because I heard a lot of, he don't, Jalen Hurts, he ain't got this. Jalen Hurts, he ain't had this before. Jalen Hurts ain't done this. Jalen Hurts ain't done it. Jalen Hurts ain't done this. Jalen Hurts, when the defense do this, and when the offense do this, and when Saquon don't do this, and, Jalen this, Jalen that, he only got 3 wins, but the 3 wins look like this. But when he see y'all, this is the part that kills me about the Commanders fans when they talk about Jalen Hurts. Because it wasn't just you, Joe. It wasn't just you, Joe. It's all these Commander fans that talk about Jalen Hurts like he don't routinely gas y'all up. He don't routinely smoke y'all when he see y'all. Joe, he got a 72 record against y'all. Joe, he's had some of his best career games against y'all. I'm looking at 340 yards, three touchdowns, 123 quarterback rating. I'm looking at 319 back-to-back games against y'all, 2 touchdowns in one, 4 touchdowns in the other. I'm looking at 221 yards and a rushing touchdown in another, 7-2 against y'all. But before this game, we acted as if Jalen Hurts didn't have the ability to do that. Why? Because y'all got JD5. That's why. But Joe, Jalen Hurts routinely does this to y'all. Y'all, you know what this reminds me of, Joe? The same way y'all struggle with Jalen Hurts, man, it reminds me of when I see, Josh Allen matched up against Patrick Mahomes. He 0-4 against Pat right now in the playoffs. Y'all 0-4 against Jalen Hurts in the last 2 years, bro. You struggle to beat him. Whether you want to blame it on the team, whether you want to blame it on this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. Jalen Hurts, when he see y'all, it's just a different player. He's just a different player. And before I pitch it to you, Joe, because I know you want a chance to get your stuff off and you want to say your stuff, there was shots stolen at my dog's playoff resume. Yeah, there were shots. And I know you got your context behind the shots that was thrown at the playoff resume. But I just want to add some context to this non-existent playoff resume that you tried to say wasn't there. Does Jalen Hurts really have a playoff resume? He don't have one. Okay. Let's take a look at Jalen Hurts' playoff resume real quick. For starters, Jalen Hurts is now 5-3 in the postseason. He's thrown for 1,592 yards. His completion percentage in the playoffs, 65.8. Passing touchdowns, 8 touchdowns. 2 interceptions. Quarterback rating, 93.1. Rushing touchdowns, 9. Rushing yards, 309. Wait, there's more. Did you know right now Jalen Hurts has the most rushing touchdowns of any quarterback to ever play in the game of football? This is NFL history. We saw Steve Young, who he just passed. We saw Michael Vick. We saw Cam Newton. We saw Lamar Jackson. Seen a lot of good rushing quarterbacks. None of them got as many rushing touchdowns as Jalen Hurts. And yeah, you can say he got some of them from the tush push. Of course he do. I just saw Josh Allen, a quarterback that get a lot more love than Jalen Hurts, struggle with the tush push. We'll say that. I know we're going to talk about them soon. Some more things I want to throw your way. Joe, did you know Jalen Hurts has thrown 206 consecutive passes without an interception? That's the second longest streak in NFL history. NFL history. We're not talking about of this era. We're talking NFL history, right? Some more facts to throw at you. Did you know he has gone 7 straight postseason games with at least 20 passes and no interception? That's the longest streak in NFL history.
Hold on, he said, say it again.
He has gone 7 straight postseason games with at least 20 passes and no interceptions. That's the longest streak in NFL history. This is the non-existent playoff resume of Jalen Hurts. I got some more things to throw at you. Did you know he is only the 5th quarterback? I'm sure you knew this. Only the 5th quarterback to reach two Super Bowls before his 27th birthday. There's only 4 other quarterbacks that have done this in the history of the NFL, Joe. That's Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger, and Patrick Mahomes. Some great names to be mentioned with. There's some great names to be mentioned with. There's more, though. There's more to the non-existent playoff resume of Jalen Hurts. This past game, 110.1 passer rating. That's his 5th game in his 8-year postseason career where he's thrown the ball at that type of clip, a passer rating over 100. The only players with more games over 100 passer rating in their first 5 seasons in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. Insane. But wait, again, Joe, there is still more. Can you believe it? Can you believe this is all a part of Jalen Hurts' playoff resume? Did you know that Jalen Hurts' 65.8 career postseason completion percentage is the 12th highest of all time with a minimum of 100 passes? Oh, I'm running down these numbers. I'm looking this stuff up, and I'm just like, Joe, I'm shocked myself. Jalen Hurts is a better playoff performer than even I realized, Joe. But we got some people that say my dog ain't got no playoff resume. All I gotta say, man, is y'all came out here saying, as long as I got JD5, I'm alive. I gotta say, he was alive till we gave him 55. He was alive till we had to give him 55 and send him on back home to go regroup. I see now he ain't going to the Pro Bowl. They want to go back and regroup with the teammate, Terry McLaurin. We want to get it together. Just remember, Joe, just remember, these next years to come, y'all got to see one. So next time you Commanders fans get to talking, just know that boy going to be right here waiting for you. Every time. Boo. He going to be right here waiting for you. The floor is yours.
All right. So, congratulations to the Eagles. They won the battle. They made it to the Super Bowl 2 times in the last 3 years. Deservedly so. They have the best team in the NFC. And the best team doesn't always get there. And they got there. So, kudos to them. They executed and they got there. So, great job for them. Before I, respond to what you said, I'm going to give y'all some flowers first.
Okay.
All right. First, I'm gonna give Hurts his props. All right, I'm gonna give Hurts his props because he played well. He played really good. I think that he made all the timely throws. He was good. I mean, he was very efficient. I'm gonna get to this more, but I'm gonna address that later. But Hurts is really good. You gave out the stats: 20 for 28, like 246 yards, I think. 1 passing touchdown, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 touch pushes, but it counts still, right? It counts. I'm not going to knock him. It counts. So Hurts is really good. Hurts completed your offense because on the first, like you said, first drive, I'm standing up, I'm hype. We moving. 4th down, we go for it. What? Let's go. Kev in the chat, I dare you to go for it. What? First down. Take away his legs. Run for first down. That's what we do. 4th and 3. Yeah, we kind of work hard to get here. Let's take these 3 points. All right. So we took the 3 points. And on the first play, I wasn't mad, AJ, that Saquon scored. I was mad that he broke 2 tackles on the way to scoring. That was my problem because one of my keys to victory was, hey, we got to live with one of them. He going to get one that's going to just break off. I'm okay with it. I wasn't thinking it was going to be the first one, literally the first one, but he broke 2 tackles. Quan Martin and Jeremy Chin both missed a tackle on that play. Bobby Wagner, his leverage wasn't, that wasn't really on him. He ran into his own player and all that. It was some crazy stuff. And then the hole was open and then broken 2 tackles. And right down like, all right, cool. Let's go offense. Let's respond. Offense goes down. They didn't respond. And then y'all score another touchdown. We get the ball. We start doing some stuff. De'Ami Brown fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all score again. We get the ball. right? I forgot. I think we fumbled right after that too. We get the ball again. I think we fumbled. No. I think we end up scoring. We end up scoring, whatever happens. But the fumble that killed me was the Austin Eckler fumble. Because although we had 2 turnovers, y'all had the ball before half, and we had the ball before half, and y'all got the ball at half.
Yep.
Once we got the ball, it was an 11-point game, and we were losing the turnover battle 2-0. We moving the ball. Then Austin Eckler fumbles again. So it was just too much to overcome. Y'all are too much of a powerful team. Y'all have a complete offense, a complete defense. You can't make mistakes like that consistently and expect to win this game in this magnitude. Like, we talking about both teams were built up these last 7 days to play this game. The Eagles were fresh off of a terrible offensive battle outside of Saquon against the Rams. Everybody's talking. JD getting all this hype. People are actually starting to pick us to win because nobody picked the Lions. They were like, oh, he had a good playoff game. Then once he beat the Lions, more faith. So we both came there with our very best. We were not going to catch the Eagles slacking on this game. So turnovers killed us really, and penalties, right? But like Bay said, undisciplined football. So I'm gonna give y'all props for that. That's Jalen Hurts. Y'all defense. You've been saying it. I went back and watched the footage, and I remember that when we played the Steelers, I said that it's the best defense we will play this year. And then we played y'all, and I still believe this to this day. JD was just on some other stuff that first game. You know what I mean? I still believe that. Second game came. Another thing about Hurts. Y'all said Jalen Hurts is gonna make a big difference. Y'all gonna score a touchdown with the turnovers, and y'all did. I give y'all props. Y'all scored a touchdown on every single turnover.
Every single one.
Every single one. Kenny scored a touchdown on the first one, but it was field goals after that. So I give y'all props for that. You know, so back to the defense. This defense is, I kind of learned that after, I think I mentioned it after we played y'all. I forgot when I mentioned it, but y'all defense is really good. This is probably, and I'm not living in the moment. This is, I had to sit back and really think about this. I'm trying to think, when was the last time I seen a complete defense like y'all? It's been a while.
Been a little bit.
I heard somebody say Legion of Boom. Not saying y'all are Legion of Boom, but this is the most complete defense since Legion of Boom. And I was trying to think in between that. I'm like, that's probably a little accurate. You know what I mean? Because y'all had the pressure from the front four. Y'all had the linebackers. Y'all corners playing really good. And the safeties are playing. I mean, like literally, like every line is, every level is playing great. I gotta give y'all props. You know what I do want to start seeing though is this. I get it. Quinion's doing a good job, but let's not act like he's 1-on-1 on Terry all game. He got safety help almost every time. Can we start acting like he's strapping Terry 1-on-1? Like I hear everybody saying he strapped Terry twice. The man, more than half the time, he got safety help. You know, so I just want to put that out there. So good corner, but he's not on an island with Terry the whole game. So, but that's someone get props to defense. Last person we get props to, Nick Sirianni. Now, AJ,
this is good. This is good.
Might surprise you with this. Like I said, I put a lot of thought in this. My top 5 coaches, and this is in order. All right. Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Nick Sirianni.
Ooh.
And 5 is vacant until determined. I had to take Mike Tomlin out of my top 5. You got to update your resume.
Yeah.
You have to. You know, if we would have beat y'all, I would have kept Dan Campbell ahead of y'all because Dan Campbell had to overcome all these injuries, all that stuff. Like, what they did was still remarkable, in my opinion, with that defense they had all year. But what I got to give credit is this. Just because you have a good roster doesn't mean it always fall through. You had to have good coaching to consistently be good. My knock on Sirianni was last year. The fact, now everybody said that, I had 2 knocks on Sirianni. My first knock was his first year where Hurts is a starter. And he was a play caller. And y'all were horrible.
Man, that was rough. That was rough. It was rough. It was definitely
y'all
rough.
were horrible. And he made it. he did make the change. He made the coaching, the play calling change, and y'all were better. And I'm like, the reason why y'all was in the dump because of Sirianni. So I didn't really give him a lot of credit that year. And then y'all come back, go to the Super Bowl. Okay, cool. Sirianni, I like Sirianni. You know what I mean? And then in the year after that comes, started off the year really good, but then the locker room got funky, and then y'all just like fell to the ground. And I put down the coach. I put down the coach. So, and then this year it started off rocky in the locker room. That's what it seemed like. But then y'all bounced back, and y'all literally changed your whole formula and became. Remember, y'all whole knock on the Philly was run the ball. Even with Miles Sanders, run the ball. Y'all literally changed your whole philosophy. Y'all took Kellen Moore, who's known for not running the ball, and y'all told this dude, make sure we run the ball X amount of times a game. I gotta give Sirianni props for that. I got to. I see Vic Fangio, what he did in Miami. Although Miami had some injuries last year in the DBs, but Miami went on top defense last year, and he comes here. Who he wanted. He handpicked Vic Fangio. He wanted him for a while. I got to give props because you got to give props when you recruit. Part of being a great coach is recruiting the talent. Nick Saban is a great coach. Part of it because he knows how to recruit talent. So I got to give Sirianni some props for that. So he's top 4 right now. He is top 4.
Would winning the Super Bowl raise him higher? Like would you put him in front of McVay if he won the Super Bowl this year?
Probably not yet because Sean McVay I feel like he overachieves.
Okay.
Like a lot. He overachieves like almost every year.
That's fair.
Like even the Rams this year, they had injuries all year and they still were able to. I think they won the division, right? They won the division.
Yeah, they did. You
know what I mean? So they not If he win the Super Bowl, let's revisit it. Let's see how because he got to beat Mahomes and stop a 3-peat, right? So let me see. Revisit it. Let me talk about my team real quick, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Commanders. And I know you're gonna go more. I'm done with the Commanders. I'm gonna let you go, right? Okay. But look, Commanders, man. It's cool, man. It's cool. That on Sunday I was upset. But here's the thing, AJ. Now, I'm not saying it's good that we lost 55-23. But what I am gonna say is it's not gonna give us fool's gold. So the thing is, you get to the NFC champion. I'm trying to think of a good example. Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
Remember the Atlanta Hawks went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. And they went to the offseason. Oh, we Eastern Conference Final. Oh, they made no moves for real, and they've been in the dumps ever since. So the fact that we got to the NFC Championship game, good. You got there. Now you know that you can get there. But you got smacked like this, it just shows you that y'all overmatched. Like y'all, that roster you have right here, don't bring that mess back next year. Like make sure you fix that because the Eagles just showed y'all real life exposed our team, our weaknesses. Our main weakness is our defense. That's our main weakness, and y'all expose that to the team. Our also weakness is literally our receiving core outside of Terry McLaurin, right? And our offensive line. Like we had Cosby was hurt, and y'all was getting pressure on JD like crazy. And then our receivers and also Eckler, our vets, fumbling like that was irritating. That the fact that our rookie was ready, but the vets weren't. So that's that. So I want to say that y'all had a really good year. Y'all went to the NFC Championship game. I did not expect y'all to get here. In my preseason prediction, I had the Commanders winning 7 games because I was being like cautious after happening a year with Sam Howell. And they overachieved. And obviously your expectations raises as you do good. And we raised expectations. We lived in the moment. We talked trash. Hey, do what you got to do. Live in the moment. Because like Dan Campbell said, you never know when you get back. So I do want to say that we are set up for the future though. JD showed a lot this year. I'm going to say it right now. 99.999% of my bone body is telling me he ain't going to have no sophomore slump. That's what it's telling me. I see difference from him and C.J. Stroud. I see that already, right? I see difference from him and any other rookie that be having these sophomore slumps. Do not focus on the offense, though. Give my man another weapon. Give my man some type of skilled running back. But buffer up this defense, please. Go to this defense side of the ball and work on it, right? So it's not a lot of pressure on us to score 40 points, 35 points a game, you know? So now there were games where our defense did play well and they hold up, but like we can't have these games when the offense got to be prolific every single game for us to win these games. You know, so Dan Quinn, Adam Peters, go to work. But shout out to y'all, Jaden Daniels, best rookie season in NFL history. Hands like I believe that's the case. Most TDs by any rookie ever in the season. This including playoffs too. Led us to a playoff win for the first time in 20 years. Led us to the championship game for the first time in 30 years. 4,390 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards. 1,000 rushing yards. So yeah, over 4,300 passing yards in this whole season and over 1,000 rushing yards. That's amazing for a rookie. Shout out to y'all. We'll be back though. We'll be back.
We'll see. We'll see. Cause like I'm listen. I do think y'all are good. I think Jaden Daniels is special. I thought it was crazy to think Jaden Daniels was going to single-handedly come to Philly and knock us off. Like that's the part I'm like, bro, it was going to take a lot, and I knew it was going to take a lot for him to come to Philly and knock us off. He was going to need a lot of help. But I respect the fact that y'all got this far. I didn't think y'all was going to get out of the first round. So you got to give credit where it's due. Like the Commanders did overperform expectations. What I will say though is I'm not sure he's not going to hit no sophomore slump. I'm sure you are, but I'm not. I'm just not. I got to see it to believe it. Now, teams got a full offseason to tape on him. Teams know what he want to do. What will help him, like you said, y'all got a lot of cap space, right? You know, the ownership GM can go get some pieces that make it tough, you know, for defenses to game plan for y'all. That could shake things up. But all in all, that second season is always dicey. And people say what they want, man. The NFC East be a dogfight. You gotta worry about us.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas is gonna be back too, in my opinion. I really do believe that. Like y'all struggled to beat Dallas without Dak, bro. Like I mean, it was a hassle beating them without Dak. And we know when Dak played, you know, they had a different football team. If Dak, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons is there, within the NFC East, they got a chance. They always got a shot. It might be a puncher's chance sometimes, but they got a shot. And so I got to see it to believe it, bro. But I also want to say this, man. While I respect y'all, bro, it was just a whole lot of disrespect, Joe. And I ain't even talking about Commanders fans now. I'm talking about the team. I'm talking about their mindset and their attitude. And yeah, we finna do this, and we believe we the better team. And then you got Mr. Joe Witt Jr. Who the hell is Joe Witt Jr.? Talking like your defense, one of the best defenses in the league. Talking like y'all the 85 Bears on defense, like y'all LOB, like y'all the Broncos from way back when they won the Super Bowl with Von Miller and the crew. Y'all like that defensively. He talking about we gonna hit Jalen like a running back. He didn't say Jalen. Let me paraphrase him. But if the offensive coordinator decides to run your quarterback, then we gonna hit him like a running back. Oh, really? Here's 7 rushing touchdowns. Here's 7 rushing touchdowns just because you said that. Here's 3 for Jalen Hurts and some more for Saquon Barkley. I didn't see y'all touch Jalen Hurts besides a few sacks y'all got. It's like, bruh, all this talking. I love what Lane Johnson said. Lane Johnson said, you could do all the talking that you want. You could be as emotional as you want. But at the end of the day, none of that stuff wins football games. Execution wins football games. Then after the game, he said they was full of emotion and they talked a lot. And then after a while, they realized, and I'm paraphrasing, that wasn't going to win them the football game. Y'all can do all the talking y'all want. Y'all can be rah, rah. We're going to hit them like a running back. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. This is not Detroit. This is not Tampa Bay. And y'all caught us slipping once before. Y'all knocked out our quarterback already before. And I also want to say this before we move on. I'll just say this and we can move on. Commanders fans, Commanders players, coaching staff, y'all let one quarter, in the 2 games we played leading up to this matchup, y'all let a quarter gash y'all into thinking y'all had a shot for real. It was 1 quarter because in the first matchup, y'all struggled to score. It was an ugly game on both sides for Philadelphia too, but I think y'all ended the game with 19 points. Y'all had like 12 points or something like that going into the 4th. It was a hassle to score. In the second game, y'all had somewhere around 18 points going into the 4th. So for 7 of the 8 quarters that we played, we had y'all boxed up. Like y'all was boxed up. And in the last game before the game we just played, it took what was it? A 20-yard run on 4th and 11, the last play of the third quarter to get y'all back in the game. So I'm walking into this matchup like there's one quarter where JD had a great quarter. Dropped, I think, 22 in that for just insane quarter. But it was one quarter. We're gonna let this one quarter determine everything and just ignore the other 7. When y'all play us, y'all turn the ball over. Y'all turned the ball over in the first game. Y'all turned the ball over 5 times in the second game. And in this game, y'all turned the ball over another 4 times. And after the second game, I said, okay, we might not get 4 turnovers. I felt like the fourth quarter that y'all had against us, full disclosure, like I told Mark in the chat, I felt like it was flukish. I did. I felt like it was flukish. But I also said 5 turnovers in one game, that's also flukish. So we'll see how it goes. But I saw another 4 turnovers. I don't know if the 5 turnovers was flukish anymore. I don't know if that. I think that's just how y'all play when y'all play us. And I know I said last thing 2 things ago, but I got one more last thing. I will give Jaden Daniels some credit. Jaden Daniels did play very well. I thought he played well. I thought he was poised. I thought there were times he could have threw the ball away. I thought he should have tried to run a bit more. I thought he was. I just feel like at times he kind of had a Lamar Jackson going on where I don't know if I should run or if I should pass. That last one of the last possessions he had where he got sacked on 4th and 12, he could have outran Nolan Smith around the edge. I believe that he's got the speed to do it.
I just give Nolan some credit for that. That was
it was a good play. It was a good play. I think our defensive line was more prepared for him, but I still do think he has the evasiveness to make plays. I give him credit, but all of the house money talk going into this game, like I said before, when y'all made it to the NFC Championship game, if you think about it, Joe, there's a reason why the rookie was poised, but the vets weren't. The rookie, I got time. He not thinking that, but subconsciously, I'm a rookie. I got time. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to go for this Super Bowl this year, but if I don't get it this year, I know we're going to retool. I know what I could do in this league. I'm stamped out here. But guys like De'Ami Brown and guys like Austin Eckler, guys like that that's just been around for a little bit longer, they're a little tight because now they're realizing, this is the NFC Championship game, though. So in one way, it could work in reverse, make a rookie a little nervous. On the other hand, if you ain't been there as a vet, it could work to your disadvantage too, because I don't know if they're going to re-sign me. I don't know if they're going to bring me back. I don't know if and they folded. Every time we touched the ball was coming out. Every time, just giving that ball away like charity, boy. Here you go, Eagles, take the ball. Here you go, Eagles, take the ball. One more, Eagles, take the ball. No. One more. Take the ball. Here you go. It's all yours. And every time we got it, like you said, Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley made y'all pay, man. So that's all, man. That's all the gloating I'm gonna do because we got a big challenge in front of us, and I want this Super Bowl. You know what I mean? But it felt good to knock y'all out, man. It felt real good to knock y'all out, man. It's poetic for Jalen Hurts to have his best postseason game since probably the Super Bowl against y'all.
That's pretty dope.
That's dope.
I do. Well, first, I think it's funny how I rewatched the panel that the Corys and them did, and the Corys were high on De'Ami Brown and Austin Eckler, and they both fumbled.
Yep.
All right. But look, I do want to respond to some things real quick. I know you say, every time Hurts, we see Hurts. What was Hurts' record against us?
I think he's 7-2.
7-2. I get it. He cooked the Commanders' defense. Haven't been good in a minute. You know what I mean? So I get it. Last time we had a good defense, he lost to us. So, and that was in Philly. Our defense was good that year. So but I'm not gonna blame him for the loss. Yeah, we had a good defense that year. That's the year when we had.
Is that the game when Quez Watkins caught the ball over the shoulder and he fumbled? And then
the game I should have went to the game. Maybe we'd have won.
Yeah,
the game I went to. That's how we met. By the way, you know.
Yep.
But I get it. Hurts history cooked the Commanders, but Commanders defense have been bad. Dak 11-2. I'm supposed to big up Dak. And the play they're going out. Daniel Jones 5-3 before this year. Daniel Jones was 5-1. We be getting cooked by all the NFC's quarterbacks. So that don't really do much to me, right? I do think the turnovers were big in this game. You know what I mean? The fumbles, and also What for my thing about Hurts? This right here, because I'm going to. You didn't address it. I'm going to address it. All right.
Okay.
Because we mentioned in the chat. My thing about Hurts is not about can Hurts play well in the playoffs. That's not my stance. Right? My stance is never against Hurts. It's not like Hurts is a bad playoff player. You know what? I got some recordings too, but I'm gonna just say it myself, right?
Okay.
He's not a bad. I'm not saying he's a bad playoff player. Bad playoff player. My whole thing with Hurts was on our convo was, are you worried about the offense? You know, and your stance. And now I go back and watch. I see what your stance is at. Your stance is like this season. I've seen Hurts put the cape on this season, right? When it's time to do something, And my thing was, you should be worried because in the playoffs, when the defense haven't shown up, he hasn't shown up. You know, so that's my thing about you should be a little worried, and you shouldn't say he does what it takes all the time. Like, you know, he's not gonna go perfect, but I just found it weird how every win he has, the defense was outstanding, and every loss he had, the defense wasn't bad all the time, but they were not outstanding. You know, so
bro, giving up 30 no turnovers in the playoffs is a bad playoff performance, bro.
AJ,
it'd be one thing if they was average, like if the defense only gave up, but they gave up 32. They got stops here and there, but they gave up 32.
Context matters though. We got, you know, defense really gave up 30 because Hurts gave up a safety. Don't forget about that. Defense gave up 30.
He did give up a safety.
So that's my thing. And then for those who watching in the chat, Tomo, that said Jaden Daniels looked like Jalen Hurts when his defense don't show up. That's false. That's false. It is not that this hurts, but I gotta clear it up. That's false because the losses that Jalen Hurts had, all three of them, he turned the ball over. The one time he didn't turn the ball over was Tampa Bay, and he got a safety. And like the turnovers and the safety, they all were like key moments of the game. He got like against Tom Brady, he got a turnover right before the half when y'all about to score.
That was
he got a safety. The score was 16-9, and y'all got a safety, and then they scored a touchdown to that. That changed the whole momentum of the game, and then the Super Bowl. That was his fault why he lost, but he fumbled and gave us 7 points. So Jaden Daniels, like if Hurts had a game like what Daniels had yesterday on Sunday, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, everybody else turned the ball over 3 times, and he was good. So
but he did, even though he turned the ball over in the Super Bowl, he did give you a classic Super Bowl performance, bro.
He did. I'm not blaming him for that loss. I don't think it was Hurts. Hurts was not the reason why he lost that game. Hurts did his part. That defense got the number 1 sack leaders. They got 0 sacks. Should have showed up. That's why I put that blame on. But I had to clear it up for a second for my boy Tomo.
I feel that, and I like I said, I hear your point of view. I get where you're coming from. All I'm saying though is it's tough to win that way. Even though he didn't have spectacular performances in those games, I will acknowledge that he did not play outside of the Super Bowl, which he should have won. He should be a 1-time Super Bowl champion already. No, he didn't play spectacular in those games, but literally nobody played spectacular. I think Devontae Smith was the only person who showed up in Tampa last year. He's the only person on the whole team that showed up in Tampa Bay last year. So I get it. My pushback, Joe, is there's a way you phrase it. Don't say my boy ain't got no playoff resume, bro. I get that you try to add certain context. I get it, bro. But you boldface said my dog got no playoff resume. You said, what's his playoff resume? He don't have one. I'm like, that stuck with me for a minute. Like, bro, ain't no way I get his point, but no playoff resume. I get that the wins don't look the way you would want them to look, but they are still wins. And he had to contribute to the wins in order to get them. The Giants game, he had 3 touchdowns in the first half of the Giants game. And I get it. It's Daniel Jones and the Giants. It's not his fault they beat the Vikings and he had to see the Giants, though.
No, I'm with you on that.
The Niners game, I get it. He didn't have to do a ton. The defense knocked out the quarterback. I understand all that. You know what I mean? The games this year, he had, at the very least, he had the game managed through these games, bro. Like turnovers lose you playoff games. that's a big part of the reason why I read off the numbers with the interceptions, the consecutive passes without the interceptions, because that matters in the postseason. Even if you're not playing the best, bro, just don't turn the ball over. It gives your team a shot. It gives you a shot to redeem yourself later on. But if you're turning the ball over and all of that in the process of it all, you 9 times out of 10 going home, bro. And as we see, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, all these other quarterbacks, Justin Herbert going home because they sold games. They couldn't even game manage. So it's got to be credit given to, even though it didn't go the way we would want it to go, as like just an audience or as fans, we want them to win in a certain way. Like we've seen Pat win, or we've seen Josh Allen win, or we've seen, I can't even say Lamar because all Lamar has needed is 15 points in all his playoff wins. But like we've seen, like we've seen other quarterbacks come through and just go crazy. Even though it hasn't looked like that, there is something to be said for just playing. We just gonna play smart and we gonna get through this game and get to the next round. And that's what he did up to this point. I'm a first game off a concussion, not an excuse. The first game off a concussion, not playing well. Let's get through this game, get to the next. Second game, snowstorm. AJ Brown dropping a pass. Smitty dropped a pass. It ain't going the way I took some bad sacks, took a safety. I messed up my knee. Now it's straight blizzard out here. Let's just get through this game. Let's get through this game. Now I'm feeling good. He took the knee brace off to start the game. I'm like, oh, what we doing? What we doing? No knee brace? What we doing? Like, he clearly heard Joe Witt. I'm gonna come out here and ball. Now you got another opportunity to come out and do what he did against Shaw, and another opportunity now in the Super Bowl. So that's my only. I get the point, even though I feel like it's an unfair point to an extent. I get the point, but he got to get credit for his wins too, bro. Like 5 playoff wins are 5 playoff wins. That's all. That was my only thing.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Like, it's funny. I got an audio right here. I wish I could find it. But anyways, I got an audio of me like clearing it up in the chat because I said that like saying no resume. If you take it like that, it's like saying he did nothing in the playoffs. So I'm not taking away from Hurts wins. My only pushback was with that comment. But I get what you're like. That's why I said earlier, and I said I get what you're saying, but I'll address it later. Your part of your reason saying he does what it takes is saying that like he's gonna do what the team needs him to do, which is not turn it. Like one of the things, like not turn the ball over. Like he won't. Oh, here we go. He won't lose you the game. That's basically what you like. That's basically probably what you were saying, I guess. Because when I went back and watched the episode, you mentioned that like, how did the Vikings lose? How did Green Bay lose? How did Detroit lose? You was mentioning that everybody turned the ball over. You know what I mean? So we cool.
And he has the ability to do what he did last game too. He has that in him.
No, that's cool. My point was the other 3 games y'all had, y'all defense couldn't force turnovers. And it wasn't like you know what? Like it wasn't like JD's situation. He throw the ball to AJ Brown and he fumbled.
And they fumble, right.
And then he throw the ball to Devontae Smith and he fumbled. And then kickoff return fumble. Now I get it. Rager did fumble in that Tampa Bay game, but that was after Hurts already threw a pick.
That was the start of the second. That was the start of the second half. That was a backbreaker, bro. We had got to stop and he fumbled. But Jay didn't play. That's why I ain't killed Jaden today. Best believe I wanted to, but I ain't killed him today because he played well in a loss.
And I don't want to make this about Hurts, like playoff resume. But Hurts was good yesterday. I'm going to focus on that. Hurts was really good yesterday. He did more than he was asked to do. Like he had that key play on 4th down. Matter of fact, that was a game-changing play. That pass he threw to AJ Brown. Although they held,
I knew you was gonna say that.
But I did mention that that's part of the game. That's fine. But Hurts still made a throw though. He made that because he was there earlier, and everybody was like, "Hurts, what you doing? What you doing?"
Right.
And then because the first one I saw a lot of them out there. I'm like either the quick slant or the go ball. It's one of the 2.
Facts.
And then he went for the go, and then he thought he was holding it. He started running around. I'm like, yes. And I saw a 4th down, Lattimore was on him again. I was like, dang.
And press coverage at that.
And he threw that. I was like, go ahead, man. Put some and then we got no safety help because we focused on Saquon Barkley. This is crazy, man. But good game for the Eagles. Y'all deserve it. And Tomo, I want you to clear yourself up in the chat.
Yeah. You see him on the side. You see him out here saying Joe didn't listen. Joe don't listen.
I want to hear it then. I don't know what I'm missing, but
So.
All right. Anything you want to say about this game?
Talking about the Bills and the Chiefs, bro.
No, I'm talking
about no, but this, no. I'm good. I think I got all of mine off, man. It was nice to look up the numbers.
You took a light on me, man. You took a light on me today. I don't know. You felt bad for me or something?
I got going, and then once you started, I was like, I got more to say, but then you was giving so much credit. It was like. You softened me up, bro. Like, all right, bro. I can't even relate. Hey. And then you took some of my points that I forgot to mention too. I'm like, I forgot to mention that you took that.
Hey.
So I'm like, all right, bro. I can't even really,
That's how I felt when we beat her the second time. I think I said on the show, like you say all this nice stuff. I'm like, dang, dog.
Like, I can't even feel him. Right, that's it. Like, the clips did the talking for me, man. So
yeah, I mean, it's what y'all want to see, huh?
That's what y'all want to see, man. Let's follow it up in the bowl when it matter, though, man.
Hey, man, y'all got a great chance. You know what I mean?
We do.
Y'all got a great chance. There's only one man stopping y'all. It's Mahomes for real.
Yeah, stopping everybody. I feel like we about to play Jordan, bro. I feel like we about to play Jordan, bro.
That's what he is, bro. Like, the man is like that. Like this. Like since we on Mahomes, man. Chiefs won 32-29, man. AFC Championship game, man. Psst. It was a good one. It was very different from our game. It was close. Went down to the wire. Went down to the last drive. So I'm gonna kick this one off. You kick it off.
Yeah, go ahead. You kick it off.
So I'm gonna be quick though because like first, Mahomes, the Michael Jordan effect. When the money is on the line, Mahomes get it done.
Yep.
He gets it done, AJ. Like it's crazy because I think the Bills score. And they tie the game up. They scored. Mahomes get the ball, and he just went down. He just went down all passes like dot dot, and like he just like killing you softly. Nothing exotic, just killing you softly. Get downfield, and then he took a sack, which is a great play by the defense. Had to settle for a field goal. Bills come down. What happened? Bills come down, and I think they get stopped. I think they go for it. They get stopped. Whatever.
Yep.
And
trying to do that tush push.
Speaking of tush push, if you're gonna do the tush push, do it right.
Yeah.
They got one running back.
Yeah, bro.
Pushing Josh Allen, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, y'all. Like,
yeah, bro. It's a team effort, y'all. It's a team effort.
Man. They got three guys line up as receivers. We know what y'all doing. You're doing the tush push. Like, come on. But anyway, and they kept doing this instead of going to James Cook, by the way. They should have went to him more. They ran the ball a good amount of times, but they spread it out. They should have gave Cooks was cooking, bro. He's averaging like 6-7 yards per carry. But Mahomes in that last drive when they needed the first downs, man. He was Mahomes. He makes the simple, easy plays, and when you watching from your TV, you like how is he open? Like I forgot who. I think it was Bernard, the linebacker. His ankle was bad on that last first down. It was terrible. Your assignment is a running back. Like, come on, it's a play for our playoff life, for our season, and you miss time. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So I gotta give Mahomes props, man. It's gonna like watching that game, although it was a close game. Not one time I watched them was like, yeah, the Bills gonna win. Because you just know Mahomes gonna make something work. So that's really my feedback from that game.
Yeah, you gotta take them out, bro. If it's close, 9 times out of 10, I was watching the game. So full disclosure for the people that's watching, as y'all know, I'm an Eagles fan. We won the game, and I'm watching the ceremony. Yeah, I got my flag out. I got an adult beverage. Oh, come on, Blaze. We on the same team, man. I'll say that for another time. But Jordan 6-0 in the finals. That's the reason why I made the comparison. Even though Pat got a loss, he had no offensive line when he had the loss. So that's a conversation for another day. Like I said, I had my adult beverage. I'm watching the ceremony, man. I'm over there just chilling, man. I love our demeanor and all of that. Ain't nobody really too happy. Everybody think about whoever we gonna see. And I flick over to the Chiefs game, and every time the Bills do something, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, But like you said, Joe, in the back of my mind, I'm like, they probably not gonna win this game. My wife is sitting off to the side. She watching it with me. my family call. I'm on a family call. I'm on the call watching the game at the same time. My wife is off to the side making comments. I'm just kind of watching like, but with 3 minutes left in the game, I tweeted when Josh Allen got the ball back. I said, you now have a chance to run the clock down and ice this thing. And that's what you're going to have to do, because if you give him the ball back, it's over. It's over. And they failed to get it done, bro. At the end of the day, like, I think about that 4th down where he, like, doesn't move the protection where it needs to be. Everybody knows Spags going blitz like crazy. We all know that. He doesn't move the protection where it's supposed to be, so he run back 10 yards, 5 yards, and then got to throw it up. And it ended up still being a dime. You know, Dalton Kincaid, you got to catch. You got to catch that. You got to catch that. Even though it might be a tough catch, you got to catch it. It's to go to a Super Bowl potentially. It's to knock off Mahomes potentially. But at the same time, it shouldn't even come down to that, bro. Josh Allen, move the protection, bro. You know what's going on out here, bro. It's like it was so many moments in the game, from the failed tush pushes to, like, it's just too many moments in the game where it's like, if you don't execute in these pivotal situations, some people say you got to be perfect to beat the Chiefs. I don't believe that. I just think you got to execute in key moments in the game, bro. When you need a key stop on 3rd and 10, you got to get the stop. You can't allow him to run for 11 yards on the 3rd and 10. When you got a chance to ice the game, the Bills didn't play perfect, but still had a chance to win at the end. Yeah. When you have a chance to ice the game at the end, you got to be clutch and ice the game at the end. When I think back to our Super Bowl, we didn't play perfect, but if Bradbury don't hold on that last possession, we got a chance to win the game. You know what I mean? If you get one stop in the second half, you got a chance. Like, you don't have to be perfect, but you got to execute in key moments in the game. And I just think these teams, bro, the Chiefs don't play perfect, bro. They don't play perfect, bro. Like, they play great football, right? They play great football, but it's not always sound football. A lot of people just fear him, bro. I think it's the fear factor, bro. It's Jordan effect. Like, man, if we make one mistake, he gonna come down and do this. And it's like, yo, settle down, run your offense, be smart, and I think you'll have a chance. But yeah, man, they folded, bro. And I think that's a big part of the reason why we both picked them to win. Not only did I think the Chiefs were the better team, but Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I thought the last couple Super Bowls that they went to, I did not think they was the better team on paper, roster-wise, in any of the last 2 Super Bowls that they won, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't think they was better than San Fran. San Fran with this crazy good offense, Christian McCaffrey having a ridiculous year, Brock Purdy playing at a high level, Ayuk and Deebo Samuel and Kittle with this offensive line with Trent Williams, bro. They had a squad.
Even the first time they played,
bro, that team was loaded. Now they had Jimmy throwing the ball back there, but all in all, the team was loaded. They had the number 1 defense in the league.
It was crazy.
And Patrick Mahomes, when it mattered most, the defense got the necessary stops and they walked them down. Like, and then in our Super Bowl, same thing. I went into the Super Bowl so confident. We got all of this talent, all pro talent everywhere. High ankle sprain. He hurt. He next thing you know, he coming out of halftime. He running for 14 yards on the 3rd and 6 to basically seal the game. Yeah, like he don't turn the ball over often, even though that I think they did have a botched snap in this game. But he don't turn the ball over often. And he just clutch, bro. When you got a chance, super clutch, bro. He don't never not answer the call. Never. Now you can say what I said about Jalen, like Jalen always give you what you need. No, like Pat legit always gives you exactly what you need to win.
The game is so slow for him.
Bro.
So it'd be so many times he look down the field and it'd be a defender right there. He just give him one move, like just one of these, and the defender would get all balanced. So it buys a little bit more time, man. And then on that blitz by the Chiefs on that 4th down, Josh Allen rolled out towards the blitz. That's what made it worse. So like he hiked the ball.
It's like he didn't know what was happening.
They overload that side though, man. But they also had the receivers over there too. But yeah, man. Like the Chiefs, they just exit, like you said, they exit. They're not perfect, but they make these, like, when they have to respond, they respond. Like, if you're gonna beat them, it's only 2 ways you beat them. You gotta knock them out, meaning like beat them by like a double-digit score. Don't keep it close. or if it is close, you gotta have the ball last.
Yep,
But
and you
here's
gotta
the thing.
steal it.
On that last drive, Josh Allen threw it. I think he threw it 4 times. If I'm not mistaken, I think they ran it once. I think he ran it once, and then he threw it across the middle. That was not gonna be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Then he threw on 3rd down. It was a tip pass. You know what I mean? So like,
yep.
And there was plenty of time on the clock. Like it was having a lot of success running the ball. A lot of success running the ball because you only need a field goal. You want to burn that clock and get the clock down. Like they over here trying to throw the ball every time. So 4 times he lost to Mahomes.
Man, what can you say? I know people ain't gonna like this, man. But when they say, "Do you feel bad for Josh Allen?" I ain't gonna lie, bro. A side of me does just a little bit, bro. Like, dang, bro, you just keep losing to the same dude 4 times. Man, all his his last press conference, he was just like, like, here we go again, bro. Like, here we go again.
When they got that first down, you gotta see his face. He was like, dog, like,
nah. He was just sitting there, stone face. And it's like, again, when he get the ball back, like you said, he made the game so simple. When he get the ball back, you know he getting the first down. You know he's gonna ice this game, bro. And the thing about it that makes the Chiefs so dynamic this year, opposed to years in the past, they got a lot of guys they can throw the ball to right now.
Yeah,
it's a lot of guys like Juju can make, even though I can't stand him. Juju can make a play.
He had 2 big plays that game.
He had 2 big plays. Hollywood Brown is back. He can make some plays. Xavier Worthy is the speedster. He can make plays. And you can't you still got D-Hop too. And you can't completely forget about him just because of the name. Like, that's DeAndre Hopkins. Like, so you can't. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Tomo. I'm sorry, y'all. But it just had to be said. But they got a lot of guys that can throw the ball too, and then you can't forget about the run game. So we got our hands full. I'm looking forward to our pregame talk next week.
Yeah, I know. We got to talk about y'all and the Chiefs.
Man, we got our hands full, bro. We got our hands full. They got their hands full, but we definitely got our hands full.
Yeah. And then 2 weeks of preparation. That's when coaching really comes in.
The first 15 scripted of Andy Reid, bro. One thing I forgot to mention about our game, though, Kellen Moore was dialing it up, bro.
He was, bro. And I feel like every pass Hurst threw, they were wide open.
It was open. It was open, bro. It was open. Especially that Goddard play down the side. I'm like, boy, he got plenty room.
I think I put in the chat. I said, Kellen Moore cooking today.
bro, he was cooking.
He was in his bag.
The little handoffs, the little quick pitches to Goddard and the Smitty, and he everybody touching the ball today. Like, he was on the sideline, like, he was
the
cooking.
first play was a good play design. It was a fake sweep. I think it was a fake sweep. Pitch to Saquon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think receiver motion over. It was like a fake. I think it was
Devontae that motion.
Yeah. It was a fake that sweep. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. Like he real cooked us.
Was it Kellen or was it Dan Quinn defense? I think it was a bit of both. But I'm just saying, play calling wise.
I don't think, man. Like at the end of the day, bro. Like we just not a good defense. Like I remember, like Joe Witt mentioned. They kept saying like, how you feel about AJ Brown matchups, whatever. He said the corners are not the guys that are getting protected. We gotta protect the guys on the line because like Saquon, like the running game, we put so much emphasis on the running game that the corners be out there on the island. Like literally, like there's no safety help nowhere. How many times we got through to somebody and it was safety help right there?
Yeah.
Bro, these dudes on the island.
Yeah.
On the island. Like Jeremy Chin, he's literally like targeted. He's a safety. He's targeted on Saquon Barkley. That's why I was mad that he missed that tackle.
Yeah, because that's literally your assignment.
Come on, like
I think that spin caught him off guard. And that was so demoralizing for y'all too. Like our game plan, we gotta stop Saquon. And the first time he touched the ball, it's a 60-yard touchdown. The first time he touched the ball, bro.
And then he was like this. He thought like
we good. Calm down. I'm like, oh my goodness.
When he did a night, I'm like, bro, get off the field, dog. I don't even know why you still playing right now. Like,
bro, like I said in the chat, my favorite moment of the game, bro. That was my favorite moment of the whole game, bro. I tell you,
I know Terry was heated.
Bro, my
There's nothing
lady
you can do.
she had to pick me up off the floor, bro. she had to pick me up off the floor, man. I was just like, like
man,
he really just did that. He wanted that get back after he gave up that touchdown in that last game they played.
Yeah, but he had safety help on that interception, though. I always want to tell you that.
He did. He had safety help, but he played it like a receiver, though. He was in front of him.
And then that, like I'm not giving Jalen. Cause I say he had one interception. He had two against Tampa Bay, but one was on 4th down. I'm not going to give him that. That interception was like game over. Let me give my dog a chance. Throw it up. That's what that interception was. Like,
that's fair.
I wish he never did it though. He would have went the whole playoff run with no turnovers.
Yeah.
But JD balled out, bro. Like
he played.
I don't want to say he balled out, but that dude, like, even when the game was over, he was still like you could tell he was still like, yo, we could still win this game.
Yeah.
But when Austin Eckler fumbled, that was murder she wrote.
That was it. And I will admit, bro, that should have been, according to how I feel the fumbles.
Oh yeah.
Like I do think that was y'all ball. I do think that was like, ooh, that's a tough one. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why I'm trying to get mad, because I'm telling you, like, that's part of the game. Part of the game, like, when you're the better team, you get the benefit of the doubt. So I plan on us getting the benefit of the doubt so much, next year. That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna see. We
gotta wait a whole year. Now I'm looking at the draft, the mock draft now.
Man, but to go out on an Eagles L, ooh, that sting, boy. I know it stings to an extent. I know it do for Mark. I know it do for Mark because he the Hurts hater, and it's like, bro, Hurts really was going to work. So
yeah, I know Mark hurt. I on Sunday and Monday I was hurt.
Yeah,
but today I'm good today though.
You straight? I feel that.
Straight. Yeah, I'm straight.
That's real.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, like y'all good team. Y'all are.
Yeah.
Hold on, what you run it? What you all right,
he said, "What you bring it to the couch? What you bring it to the couch?"
In the show, man.
So you got the salsa.
I'm gonna bring some shades for everybody because our future bright. I got y'all. He said, "Bring the salsa." Man. All right, man. Look, great show, AJ, man. Great show.
Yes, sir.
Kudos to you. Y'all deserve the W. But look, my last words are these. Commanders, man, you had a great season. You did nobody thought you would get this far. Maybe y'all did, but nobody thought. But Adam Peters, I need you to stir that pot all off season. Stir that pot and get the cooking. Sacramento, do what you gotta do. So I gotta say, if the man don't want to be there, get him out of there. So I gotta say, man,
that's a tough situation.
Yeah, we gave up Halliburton to keep him, and this is what he did to us. Okay, so. Let him go. Just don't send him to LA. All right.
right. No, y'all wouldn't want that.
They talking about the Spurs. He want to go to the Spurs. So I'm like, yo, they in the West. Like, come on. Send him to Orlando or something.
Right.
All right. But shout out to the whole R2R network. Shout out to the whole R2R family. Specific shout out to In the Red Corner. Right now, they are at 458 subscribers. And to get monetized, you need 500. So they about to get not fully monetized, but they about to get half monetized.
Okay.
When they can receive super chats and memberships. So shout out to y'all, man. Let's get that soon. Shout out to everybody in the comment section that participated. Shout out to you, AJ, for this incredible show. We growing. And let's get it, man. That's all I got.
First thing I want to say is Decorous, I ain't forget. You try to call me out before. I'm waiting on you for the pride bet. I need my fight song on time. I'm waiting on it. He owed me a fight song. He gotta say Jaden Daniels is a running back. He gotta say that y'all not on our level. Them the 3 things he gotta do, bro. And and again, Joe, this was his idea. He the one came to me with a pride bet. I forgot what his side of the bet was, but it was his idea for me to do something. So I was like, all right, well then this one I'm throwing back at you. I ain't heard from Decorous since outside of him saying good game. All right, that's been that. Second thing I want to say, there was a Minnesota Vikings fan in the chat a while ago talking crazy about Sam Darnold or what the Vikings was going to do and how Hurts was trash. Ain't seen him since they got bounced from the playoffs. There's another person out there, Colorado Pad Control. I don't know what you do. You got a whole bunch of subscribers I don't know if you're the feds or what's going on with that. But I'm looking for you. I ain't seen you since you said that we not going to win 2 playoff games. Now we in the bowl, and you're nowhere to be found. Now that we done commented on everything I could find, I ain't got no response. This is why I don't bet people. A lot of people, he want to bet me $150, all that extra. Come on, bro. Like, this is why I don't do stuff like this. Because when you lose, you could just disappear. You could block me, whatever the case may be. It's just fun. It's just funny, Joe. Everybody can't stand in front of it like how we got to stand in front of it if our teams lose. It is what it is. But outside of that, man, Lakers, I see y'all just lost today. Y'all was on a nice little win streak before y'all lost today to the Sixers. I didn't watch the game, so I'm not going to comment on that too much. But I do think they playing decent ball right now. I'm not mad at what I've seen. I think they playing decent ball. I still think some moves need to be made. But I'm not mad at how the Lakers season has gone so far. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they actually playing really well. AD playing well. Bron has his moments. They've been playing well. All right. And I know y'all gonna throw y'all shit. Y'all go ahead and throw y'all shit to the Lakers. It's all good. It's all good. Birds. This just I said you're crazy in the head if you think anybody coming to the link stopping us from getting to the Super Bowl. I said it every single round of the postseason. I said it before the postseason. It's not going to happen, and here we are. Before the season started, when we added Saquon Barkley and we got Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, and we made all of these acquisitions in the offseason, I said I expect us to be back competing for a Super Bowl. Everything they done said about my head coach, everything they done said about my quarterback, the things they done said about my defense, the things they say about the Eagles, the turmoil that's there but not really there, bro, we have all been waiting on this moment to get back to the bowl and get our shot again at them guys. And now it's here. It's time to prepare. It's time to prepare. It's time to get the game plans going. I need everybody on their P's and Q's. I got a bigger pep talk coming next week when they get closer to the day. I'm trying to save everything I got to say. But it's our time. It's our time, yo. We here. Let's get it done, yo. Let's lock in. Like I said, on that podium, Joe, everybody was chill. Everybody was chill. Everybody was like, yeah, it's cool to be here, but, you know, it's cool. We happy to be here, but we know what the goal is. I heard CJ Gardner-Johnson in the locker room after the game when Nick Sirianni was giving his speech. CJ was like, you know how we want it. You know how we want it. And this is while the Chiefs and Bills game was going on. And I know what he's talking about. They want that rematch against the Chiefs. In order to beat the man, you got to beat the man. So here it is, man. We here. Let's complete the mission, man. It's more to come from your fellow Eagles fan. You know what I mean? But until next time, man, you know the drill. We remain unfazed.
Unfazed. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.